Camels powering through rain and shine. Camels powering through rain and shine.
I don't know.
Take a guess. Come on. On a sunny Orcas day, 3 by 3 feet. What do you think's sitting there?
1 kilowatt.
Geez, somebody told you. It's a 1 kilowatt generator
Really?
for every 3 square feet.
Oh yeah?
For me, that just blows me away.
Wow.
I mean, a 1 kilowatt generator, it's a lot of power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how?
Sun's got a lot of power. You know, a really wasteful light bulb's 100 watt. Yeah.
And you install them too, or not?
Yeah, we're a licensed electrical contractor and a licensed general.
So John, what is it about these solar panels? How do they work? How much do they cost? How can we get them in our homes?
Oh my gosh. The sun shines on a piece of glass and crystal, and it makes electrons flow. There's no moving parts, nothing's exchanged, just literally electrons flow. It's like a water pump that pumps electrons.
Great. Now, you've got this company here on Orcas Island, Rainshadow Solar, and I'm curious, what if somebody just wants to start out? You know, okay, we don't have lots of money, but we want to start investing. What's a good way to start out with solar panels at home?
I guess probably before you even put solar panels at home, the best thing to do is energy conservation. It's not as exciting, but that's really what you should do first, actually, way before any of this other stuff. And then, once you do energy conservation, it might make sense to go ahead and put solar electric on your home, sure. A typical system for the average home that is energy efficient is about 3 kilowatts. That's about 300 square feet of these solar panels. Folks feel that solar somehow isn't right for our climate, but it's actually, we're in an excellent climate worldwide. But Germany makes 16% of their power right now from solar electric alone, and they're going to be up to 50% by 2020. So Germany, if you take the best solar resource that they have, it's way down in southern Germany, this little sliver down here has fairly good sun. The rest of the country, you know, it's not so good. But if we take the best, right at the bottom of Germany, their best sun isn't nearly as good as what we have here on San Juan Island. So we are in, worldwide, would be considered an excellent solar resource because of our long days, our great summers, being this high north and having excellent solar availability during the summertime. We rate very highly, actually, and this is a wonderful place to do it. It's very practical.
Do you know what developments are being made in terms of storing, new ways of storing solar energy?
Well, I don't think that storage is much of an issue. All the systems we're putting in are what's called net metered, and that's just a word that means everything you generate goes back into the utility. And they store it for you, in essence. What happens is somebody else uses it at the time you're generating it. You get that back for free. The utility is your battery. There is zero maintenance. And that's the beauty of not having batteries in the system. A battery-based system is more expensive, it's less environmental, and is just, I think, a whole lot more maintenance, and only makes sense if you live away from the utility grid, if you don't have power at your house. All the power all day long goes back to the utility. And you get to do that all summer long. You generate in excess, way more than you need for the home during the summer. You get that back for free during the winter time when you're not generating as much. It's a great deal. It's even better than that because you're getting the value of the power from the solar electric system, which is 8 cents. You also, even for the power that you use on site in your home, you get an additional 15 cents. So you're getting 23 cents, 3 times the value of the power. They are trying to make it 23 cents plus the 8 cents, and they enacted a law for community solar, which they've defined as something that utility companies own. The utility companies can get up to $1.60 a kilowatt hour. So I predict that Opalco will start installing solar electric systems, because at $1.60 a kilowatt hour, the system pays for itself in just a couple of years. And then it's income producing property. It's an interesting time right now for the payback on solar electric systems. It's complicated because you have tax rebates that are essentially making these systems cost effective in today's market. As an example, to explain, well, why should we fund these things? As an example, we give something like $600 billion a year to the coal industry, right? That's the federal subsidy today for the coal industry, or $400 billion to the electric utility industry. The subsidy per household for electricity that you get in your home, the federal subsidy according to the Government Accounting Office, is $1,000 per household per year. It's a lot of money. Solar gets nothing. Well, solar gets $4 billion compared with $600 billion is what we get. So it's not a level playing field. So to make solar compare with an equal footing, we've got all these tax incentives. And, you know, so you have to take this 30% investment tax credit and, you know, this 8% you get off sales tax and a thing called a feed-in tariff and combine all these things. And depending on your tax situation and your, you know, financial situation, it affects this really greatly. There isn't one answer for one person. So I'm really going out on a limb saying this because what's true for me isn't going to be true for this person walking up over here. But on average, if you take a business in this state, okay, that gets tax advantages from the federal government for a solar electric system, and we still haven't leveled out the playing field. The other guys are still getting more money per watt generated than we are. It's not even fair yet. But if we take all those advantage of them, the business would probably get a payback in 7 years. Most investors feel that a 7-year payback is a good investment because after that, this is income producing property. You literally have paid for this if you're a business. After 7 years, it is now going to start earning money for you. It's going to start earning money, you know, right, you know, 7 years goes by pretty fast. It's going to start earning money for your retirement too. And that's what's happening in Germany. People are investing in these as a retirement plan, literally, because of the structures that they have in place are based on the true cost of power in their country. For a homeowner, it's a little bit longer because the tax situation is more complicated and more unique to the individual, but it could be twice as long for a homeowner today at this moment. However, there's going to be a feed-in tariff structure in Washington State that's a Washington State law that will probably reduce that by as much as 40%. And then this new cap and trade carbon system that we're talking about in the federal government that Obama's proposing is going to make a huge difference because it will generate money to fund the systems. And I think realistically, we're looking at 5 to 7 year paybacks for the first time ever for solar electric systems. I've been doing this as my sole source of job and employment for 25 years now. I've been on Orcas for 21 years. I've never said this before, but we're now entering a completely different time that I can't even wrap my mind around because this has always been for the Prius set solar, for people that want to grow their own food or people that want to make their own power. But now, this is something that's going to make good financial sense and something that you don't need to be altruistic to do. It's going to pay for itself. It's pretty amazing.
And how do people find you on the internet?
Oh, that's a total business pitch. You have to remember our name.
Rainshadow
Rainshadowsolar.com. That's where we're at.